everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I'm doing a video response to Elske and Lucy's videos, which I will link their channels down below, and you guys should go subscribe to them because they're awesome and they rock. They are the best. Both of them did a video called A Classical Summer, in which they show the books, the classics, that they decided to read over this summer. And granted, the summer is basically ended in the US, but in Europe, at least where I live, summer goes to mid-September, so I still have like a good month and a week to read these classics. I think I have 8 books, but one of them I'm not planning on finishing, and you'll see why in just a few minutes. The first book that I want to read is one that I've already started, and it is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I was at my old roommate's house last week, and we watched Midnight in Paris, and all I could think of at the end of that movie was, I need to reread The Great Gatsby right now. I've obviously already read this in high school, but I just thought it was time for me to reread it because Scott Fitzgerald is in that he is in that movie, and he's played by Loki, and then we watched The Avengers a couple days after that. It was really confusing. But yeah, and it's 1920s, so I've already started this. I'm about halfway through. I picked it up at her house, but then I had to leave her book there, and so now that I'm back home, I'm going to finish it, and I'm excited because I love it. I loved it the first time, so I hope I'm going to love it just as much, or even more now. Then I'm going to do another reread, and it is A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams. This is a play I had to study in high school, and I absolutely loved it. I haven't heard a lot of people who have read this book, so if you have, you should let me know, and this shouldn't take a lot of time either to go through because it's a play and it's just awesome. The third classic I'm going to read is also a reread, and it is a French classic, and it is Huis Clos by Jean-Paul Sartre. This book is a play also, and it's only 93 pages, and I absolutely love it. I've read it probably like 2 or 3 times already, and it's about these 3 people who are in hell, and hell isn't so much a place, but they are like each other's hell, and it's just awesome, and the writing style is fantastic, and I'm just super excited to reread this. I've been wanting to read this for a while now, but it's finally time for me. Then I decided to pick up another French play, another French classic, and it is Phèdre by Racine. I was going to pick up a Molière book, but then I decided I wanted to read this because we studied a chapter of it in high school, and it was really fascinating, and so I'm just really excited to read this. And then I am going to read a German classic, but I'm not going to read it in German. I have a Portuguese copy of this book because I got it for €1 at a book fair, and it is Werther by Johann Wolfgang Goethe? I think it's Wolfgang. Yeah, I read Faust by Goethe in German. We studied it in high school, and I absolutely liked it. Like, I thought it was great, even though I didn't understand the things I was reading, but when a teacher explained, I was like, this makes a lot more sense now. So yeah, I've always wanted to read Werther because I thought it was a great idea, and I'm just really excited for this, especially in Portuguese, because I need to read more in Portuguese. Speaking of reading in Portuguese, I'm also going to read The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson in Portuguese, because that's the copy I have, and it's like real tiny. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I've always wanted to read this, and when I saw it for €1, I was like, you're coming with me. And then I'm going to read a book that Elske has in her video, and she's already finished it and recommended it, and it is Persuasion by Jane Austen. I've read Pride and Prejudice, and it's my favorite book of all time. Even though I don't really have a favorite book, but it probably is up there. Like, it's my favorite classic. And so I decided to read another Jane Austen book, and I asked Elske which one she would recommend, and she said Persuasion, so it's happening. It's not even that thick. I thought it was going to be huge, but it's not, so I'm really, really excited. And then the last book, the one I do not intend on finishing because it is 900 plus pages, and it is volume 1. So yes, I still need to go pick up volume 2, and it is Les Miserables by Victor Hugo. And it is the first book, and it is over 900 pages, and I still need to pick up the second one. And yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm not planning on finishing it because it is so huge. But yes, these are all the classics I'm planning on reading this summer, so I have a month and a week to do this. So I've picked a couple of like plays and thin ones so I can get through all those. And yeah, if you've read any of these, just let me know. And I hope you guys are having a great summer so far, and I will see you soon. Bye!